Hello and good morning, everybody. My name is Jordan Davis, and I'll be walking you through the income statement for MBA Math Prep. So the purpose of an income statement is to get a company's revenues and expenses in a certain period of time. So if a company's at a certain period of time wants to learn how much money you have and how profitable you are, you'll give them an income statement. So let's dive right into it. So our first step is looking at this question: what is net income? So you have revenue and expenses. Immediately, net income is going to be 4.7 subtracted from 2.6, and you're going to get 2.1. So we're going to go ahead and put that here in the answer. And make sure the units are correct. So the second question is, what is the value of gross income? So automatically make sure you write all this stuff down, get your T-charts, make sure, and actually for this, we really don't even need a T-chart. It's just making sure you get to gross income. So gross income is another word for gross profit, right? So the simple way here is you're going to calculate revenues or get revenues, and you're going to subtract it from the COGS to get your gross profit. And then you should get 6,960. Just put it in a calculator. You can enter it up here if you wanted to. It's 174. That. Just like that. You can come up there and do that. Third question. So what is the value of earnings before interest and taxes? So EBIT. So all we're taking, right, is we're taking everything except interest and taxes. So we're getting revenues subtracted from cost of goods sold, minus depreciation expenses, minus other expenses, and minus SG&A. We're leaving these because this is interest. Oh, this is interest right here, the 9,000, and this right here, that 1.1 million is taxes. So if we do that calculation, you're going to get 2,950,000. Next one is pre-tax income. So with this, it's everything before taxes. So that's including interest expense. That's the only thing that's different from this question was similar to the last one, right? All we're doing is calculating everything except for taxes. So we're starting off with the revenue, then we have cost of goods sold, depreciation, interest expenses, other expenses, SG&A, right? And traditionally, you're going to do it in order. So first comes revenue, cost of goods sold, depreciation expense, other expenses, SG&A, interest expense, and then that's how you would calculate it, right? So the answer would be 2,700,000. Last question. So what is the value of net earnings? Value of earnings. So value of earnings is just another word for saying net income. So we're going to take revenue, subtract cost of goods sold, subtract depreciation, other expenses, SG&A, interest expenses, and then taxes. Now, the order doesn't really matter here, but so you understand it, like from a fundamental standpoint, you're always going to do it in that order. But for this sake right here, for MBA math, you can like subtract it from the top. Just go revenue minus COGS minus depreciation expense minus income tax minus expenses, other expenses, SG&A. So just so you intuitively know, you're not going to do that for like if you're doing an income statement approach, you should always start revenue, COGS, depreciation, other expenses, SG&A, interest expense, then taxes. 1,632,000. Right. And then we're going to submit the quiz, get 100. So that is how you do it. And we're going to come out with another video soon, but thank you guys for hanging in there and happy Sunday.